Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Tariq Lamptey in the Wonderkid watch. A player, a fullback, which is English. With England there is a lot of fullbacks in the lineup, so it'll be interesting to see if he does actually get any appearances for England. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, but with the acceleration he's got and the pace is phenomenal, really. Hopefully you'll get plenty of game time at Brighton to hopefully increase those stats and develop a lot. Good, decent passing, tackling's okay, technique's okay. Nothing that's really amazing. This is really his acceleration and pace that are standouts. Valued at 25 million already. Obviously was at Chelsea for a long time in their academy, making one appearance. Made that move, £3 million move to Brighton, and has really started to play a lot more. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops, if he gets that game time at Brighton that he was looking for, and hopefully see him flourish. Okay, so it looks like he has made a recent move over to Leeds, making 142 appearances for Brighton in his time there. Interesting to see his pace has gone down a little bit. I mean, poor jump in reach and strength. Maybe that's down to his 5'5" stature. Mentals have improved. Same with his technicals. There are little improvements we can see. Not at the age of 24, that's probably as best as he's going to get. Not likely we're going to see him improve much further. Increase to 4.6 million following his transfer. They did get relegated in the end in the first division because he definitely didn't play very well. Where then got promoted again. Even in the season they got promoted, he didn't perform the best. Reduced in playing time, then moved to Leeds where he's playing now. Not again hitting the heights that maybe they were hoping. So really he's not doing that amazingly. 13 under 21 appearances and 1 goal. So he is getting into the under 21s team. Be interesting to see if he does at all get into the first team for England. I can't imagine he will do with some of the players that can come through for the England national team. But we'll certainly jump ahead again, see how his time at Leeds goes, and if he moves on. Okay, so back in London with Crystal Palace, 29 years old now, valued at £19 million. Looks a little better with some of these stats. They have still improved. Acceleration and pace have gone down slightly, which was his main kind of asset there. Looks to be a bit of a championship player. So you can see he moved to Leeds obviously for 14.5 million. They did get promoted to the Premiership, played a couple of games there, was loaned out to Derby in the Championship where he played a lot more. And then £8 million move to Crystal Palace, who are in the Championship now. Played a lot of games, but just haven't performed at all. An average rating of 6.77 for the 330 games he's played in his career. Not amazing, nothing special. It's nice to have someone who can play either side and even a bit further upfield on the right hand side. So he's quite versatile really for the type of player he is, and a good bit of pace still. Be interesting to see how quickly that drops now going into the latter stages of his career, and how much that will affect his overall performance. Obviously his performances haven't been great anyway, so it'll be interesting to see if he is able to develop things to kind of make up for that side of things. But we'll jump ahead, take a look. So he has moved abroad now. He is in Hamburg in Germany. He's wanted as well by Rangers, which is interesting, at 34 years old. Still got quite nice acceleration. Pace has dropped off a lot. Mentals, concentration's very good. And you can see that his technical stats 12, 12, 12, 13 for some of the more important areas of his game as a right back. So it is nice to see that he's still able to perform at some sort of level. Let's take a look at how this has worked out. So that's interesting to see that he was obviously at Crystal Palace for a long time in the Championship. They managed to get promoted. Then Tottenham bought him for 10.75 million. Didn't perform at all with a 6.5 rating, which is dreadful. It's an interesting signing. I wouldn't have said that that's the best idea to bring in a player who's played a lot of time in the Championship and just hasn't performed when he's been in the Premier League. But a move to Wolves then followed, £2.8 million. Making only 10 appearances in 2 seasons, and now he's at Hamburg, as we've seen, for 600,000, if anything, having his best years now, which is interesting. Now he's moved abroad, which we haven't seen in real life with English players moving away, but you can see that performance wise, wow, okay, so it looks like Brighton won the FA Cup and the Community Shield, but were relegated from the Prem in that year. So they obviously got into Europe in the Championship. Promotion from the Sky Bet Championship in the following year. And then you can see he also got promoted with Leeds and with Crystal Palace. So he's getting promoted. He's able to get teams up. So if you ever have an issue with being relegated, Tariq Lamptey is obviously a player that's a bit of a lucky charm, even though he probably won't put in any performances for you. But we'll jump 5 years again, see where he's at when he retires, and hopefully get an understanding of his next steps. Okay, so retirement has come, 35 years of age, so it wasn't long after his time at Hamburg where he did end up retiring. 426 appearances, 8 goals in his career. I have to say, performance-wise, hasn't been great. He did get 5 winners' medals, so he won the Championship, the FA Cup, Community Shield and European Under-21 Elite League, which not anything too special. Never made an appearance for England. The best trophy probably was the FA Cup with Brighton, which is a bit of a shock really. But overall, a player that maybe isn't the best technically wise, possibly a more championship type player, as you can see by kind of the up and down nature of his time. Big move to Tottenham was interesting to find out, but certainly not something I would probably suggest if you are a bigger team. But I hope you did enjoy. I certainly did. Like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And thank you very much for watching.